It doesn't start as a scream. It starts as a whisper. You're watching. Your plan is clear. You are disciplined. You are waiting for your setup. Then you see it. A flicker in the corner of your screen. A symbol. A chart that isn't waiting for you. It's moving. It's moving fast. The whisper begins. That's the one. You try to ignore it. You open your notes. You check your rules. But the whisper gets louder. You click on the chart. It's a green candle, a skyscraper. It's a rocket ship, and it is leaving without you. Now the whisper becomes a voice. You're missing it. Everyone is on board but you. And then the hijacking begins. It's a physical sensation. Your heartbeat is no longer a distant sound. It's a hammer in your chest. Your breathing becomes shallow. Your vision narrows. The rest of your screens, your notes, the room around you, it all blurs. It fades to black. The world collapses until only two things exist: you and the chart that is getting away. The hijackers are in control now. They have cut the phone lines to your rational mind. A flood of thoughts, not your own, overwhelm you. It's not too late. It will never pull back. This is it, the one you've been waiting for. Just this once. Everyone is getting rich right now, except you. You are being left behind. Your hand moves. It feels disconnected from your body, as if someone else is pulling the strings. Your mouse hovers over the buy button. There is no more analysis. There is no more risk management. There is no more you. There is only the raw, primal terror of being left out. You click. For 1 second, a wave of total, blissful relief. The panic is gone. The noise stops. You're in. You're safe. You're part of the move. And then comes the cold. The immediate, sickening wave of buyer's remorse. A feeling of, what have I done? It sweeps in before the chart even turns. The dopamine high vanishes, leaving a hollow, empty void. You know you just broke your rules. And then, as if summoned by your mistake, the chart pauses. A long red candle appears, a tidal wave, and you are trapped. This experience, this hijacking, is not a weakness. It is not a character flaw. It is a biological and psychological process, a vulnerability in the human operating system. And in the 21st century, the market, the media, and the technology in your pocket have been precision engineered to exploit that vulnerability. This is a documentary about that process. We are not here to give you top 5 tips. We are here to dismantle the entire operation. We will expose the insiders in your own brain that help the hijackers. We will identify the weapons they use against you. We will assess the damage this raid costs your career. And most importantly, we will give you the blueprint to build a complete, non-negotiable security system to ensure this never happens to you again. Every successful heist needs an inside man. In this psychological hijacking, the hijackers don't have to break down the doors because your own brain has a team of accomplices ready to let them in. These insiders are not evil. They are ancient survival mechanisms. They evolved to keep you alive in a world of scarcity and physical danger. But in the modern market, a world of artificial, high-speed digital information, these ancient mechanisms are catastrophic liabilities. Let's meet the crew. The inside man, dopamine. The primary accomplice is a chemical you've heard of, dopamine. We call it the pleasure chemical, but this is a fatal misunderstanding. Dopamine is not the chemical of pleasure, it is the chemical of anticipation. Neuroscientists like Robert Sapolsky proved this. They trained monkeys to press a lever for a reward. The dopamine didn't spike when the monkey got the reward. It spiked at the signal of a potential reward. And here's the crucial part. When the reward was made unpredictable, sometimes it came, sometimes it didn't, the dopamine levels didn't just spike,
They exploded. Welcome to the financial markets. A flashing chart, a ticker symbol, a price moving up and down. It is the most perfect variable reward schedule ever invented by man. It is a slot machine that never stops. When you see that chart moving fast, that is the signal. Your brain, seeing the potential for a massive, uncertain win, floods your system with dopamine. This is the rush you feel. This is the chemical that hijacks your executive function. It screams, "This could be it, the big one, act now." Your rational mind, which wants to check your rules and assess risk, is chemically drowned out by a primal urge to chase the potential reward. Dopamine is the inside man who opens the main gate and shouts for the hijackers to come in. But he doesn't work alone. He has a team of psychological accomplices who specialize in disabling your defenses.
The first accomplice is a cognitive bias known as regret aversion. Psychologists have proven that humans feel the pain of a loss about twice as intensely as the pleasure of an equivalent gain. But there's a specific, more toxic version for traders. Which feels worse? A, losing $1,000 on a trade you took. B, missing out on a $1,000 gain from a trade you almost took. For 99% of people, the answer is B. The pain of the missed gain is agonizing. This is because a loss feels like part of the game. A miss feels like a personal failure, a failure of courage, a failure to act. Your brain is so terrified of feeling this future pain of regret that it develops an irrational, urgent bias towards action. Its subconscious mantra becomes, "It is better to be in and wrong than to be out and right." When you are watching that chart rocket without you, your dopamine system is pulling you forward and your regret aversion system is pushing you from behind. You are not trading to win. You are trading to avoid the pain of regret. This is the unlocked back door. It's an easy, unguarded entry point for a catastrophic decision.
The second accomplice is your tribal survival instinct, social proof. For millions of years, if you were separated from the tribe, you died. So, our brains evolved the powerful shortcut, when in doubt, do what the crowd is doing. If everyone is running, you don't stop to analyze, you run. Now, open Twitter, open Reddit, open a Discord channel. What do you see? You see a tribe of thousands, all seemingly running in one direction. Rocket emojis, profit screenshots, all in. This is the one, to the moon. Your ancient brain cannot tell the difference between a digital mob and your physical tribe. It sees a stampede and screams, "The tribe is moving. We must follow or be left to die." You are not seeing a reasoned consensus. You're seeing a digital feedback loop, a mass of people all high on their own dopamine and terrified by their own regret aversion. But your brain interprets it as a safe move. Social proof is the corrupted security feed, telling your rational mind that everything is fine, the crowd is on our side, this is the correct action. It's a lie. It's a fatal distortion of reality.
The final accomplice is a mental shortcut called the availability heuristic. Our brains don't make decisions on statistics. We make them based on what is easily remembered. What is easier to remember? The 10,000 traders who quietly blew up their accounts last week? Or the one guy on Instagram posting a picture of his new Lamborghini claiming he bought it with a single meme coin? The wins are vivid, they are loud, they are emotional, they are available. The losses are silent, they are hidden, they are unavailable. Because your brain is flooded with easily accessible stories of winning, it drastically overestimates the probability of winning. You subconsciously believe that moonshots are common, that 100x gains are just around the corner. So when you see that chart moving, your brain doesn't see a 1 in 1,000 gamble. It sees the available image of the Lamborghini. It rings a false alarm, screaming, This is it. Your 1 in 1,000 chance is here. This is the crew. An inside man, dopamine, flooding you with chemical urgency. An unlocked back door, regret aversion, terrifying you into action. A corrupted security feed, social proof, telling you the mob is right. And a false alarm, availability, convincing you that the jackpot is common. Your mind, in that moment, is not your own. It is a house being actively robbed from the inside out. For centuries, these insiders were just flaws in the system, annoying but manageable. But in the last 20 years, the world has changed. The hijackers are no longer opportunistic thieves. They are organized, well-funded, and they have built an arsenal of high-tech weapons designed specifically to activate your insiders. Your brain's vulnerabilities are now being weaponized against you at an industrial scale. Weapon number 1, the disinformation engine, social media. Twitter, Reddit, StockTwits, these are not information platforms, they are FOMO factories. Their business model is engagement, and nothing is more engaging than volatility, hype, and tribalism. A guru with 1 million followers doesn't get engagement by posting, "I took no trades today, the market was slow." They get engagement by posting, 5 stocks you must buy before they explode. They get engagement by creating a sense of urgency, a sense of insider knowledge, a sense that you are part of a special club if you just act now. You are the product. Your FOMO is being packaged and sold. This creates a constant, relentless stream of noise. In 1995, a trader might get 1 bad tip a week. In 2025, you are fed 10,000 once-in-a-lifetime opportunities per hour. This is a disinformation weapon. It shatters your ability to focus. It makes it impossible to hear your own quiet, rational thoughts over the deafening roar of the digital crowd. It's a sonic cannon designed to overwhelm your defenses and activate your social proof accomplice. Weapon number 2, the dopamine drip, gamified apps. This is the most insidious weapon. The tools you use to trade are no longer neutral. They are designed by behavioral psychologists from the casino and mobile gaming industries to make you trade more often. This is gamification. Think about the design. You execute a trade. What happens? Digital confetti shoots across the screen. A celebratory sound plays. Your points go up. This is a conscious design choice. It is a fabricated dopamine hit identical to the bells and whistles of a slot machine. It reinforces the action of clicking, regardless of whether the decision was good or bad. They add leaderboards. They show you most popular stocks, which is a direct trigger for social proof. They make the interface frictionless. It feels less like deploying your life savings and more like playing a mobile game. This is a dopamine drip weapon. It's a continuous low-level IV training your brain to associate clicking with reward. It's an active partner to your dopamine inside man, ensuring he is always fed, always active, and always ready to open the gates. Weapon number 3, the sleep deprivation tactic, the 24/7 market. The stock market, for all its flaws, has a closing bell. At 4 p.m., the game stops. You are forced into a cool-down period. You get to sleep. You get to reset. Cryptocurrency, and now 24-hour futures, introduced a psychological nightmare. The market never sleeps, which means the fear never sleeps. You are not just afraid of missing the move that's happening now. You are afraid of missing the 100x move that could happen at 3 a.m. while you were asleep. You are afraid of missing the move while you're at dinner with your family. This creates a perma-vigilance. a low-grade, constant anxiety. Your sleep suffers. Your decision-making degrades. This is a classic sleep deprivation tactic. A mind that is tired is a mind that has no willpower. A mind with no willpower cannot fight a hijack. It makes you weak, vulnerable, and an easy target. So this is the modern battlefield. A mind with ancient exploitable flaws, armed with gamified, addictive technology, plugged into a 24/7 high-speed information war. It is an environment designed to make you fail. It is a heist happening in plain sight.
When the hijack is over, what's the real cost? We think it's the single catastrophic loss, the $50,000 account that becomes $20,000. That's not the real damage. That's just the broken window. The true cost of FOMO is the insidious systemic destruction it leaves behind. It's the death by 1,000 cuts that ends a trader's career. The damage, the booby trap, the vicious cycle. The hijackers are gone, but they left a parting gift, a booby trap. It's called revenge trading. You're down. You're in pain. You're angry and ashamed. Your rational mind says, stop, walk away, assess the damage. But your primal brain, wounded and enraged, screams one thing: make it back. So you jump back in, not at an A-plus setup, at anything. You double your position size. You're not trading, you're at the roulette table putting it all on black. You are trying to erase the emotional pain of the loss. That trade, predictably, also loses. Now the panic becomes desperation. The desperation leads to another FOMO trade, a Hail Mary. This is the vicious cycle. FOMO leads to a loss. The loss triggers revenge trading. Revenge trading leads to deeper losses. Deeper losses create desperation. And desperation makes you the most vulnerable person on Earth to the next FOMO signal. It's a feedback loop, a psychological trap that ensures one bad decision snowballs into a blown-up account. The damage. Destroying the schematics. Annihilating your edge. Even if you avoid the vicious cycle, FOMO kills you slowly. It does this by destroying your schematics, your trading plan. Your edge is your one proven A-plus setup. Your entire job is to wait patiently for it. But patience is boring. You've been waiting for 2 days, nothing. Meanwhile, the hijackers, social media, are screaming about 50 other stocks that are moving right now, but don't fit your plan. Your FOMO brain whispers, maybe your plan is broken. Maybe you need a new one. This almost fits. It's good enough. So you take a B- trade or a C+ trade. You have just abandoned your edge. You are gambling. When that trade fails, you don't blame your indiscipline. You blame your strategy. So you go online. You buy a new Holy Grail indicator. You jump to a new system. This is the shiny object syndrome. It is 100% driven by FOMO. It guarantees you will never be consistent because you will never stick with one plan long enough for your edge to play out. Your account bleeds to death, one tiny, undisciplined cut at a time. The damage. Draining the vault. This is the most devastating cost. Every day you wake up with a finite amount of mental capital. This is your willpower, your focus, your emotional resilience. A professional trader guards this vault more fiercely than their money. What does a day of fighting FOMO do? You're glued to the screen, high alert, anxious. You're resisting one urge, then another. You're white-knuckling your discipline. By 11 a.m., your vault is empty. You are decision-fatigued. Your brain, exhausted, reverts to its most primal, lazy, emotional state. You are now defenseless. This is why your worst trades happen in the afternoon.
Your willpower is gone. And when your true A-plus setup finally appears at 2 p.m., you are too tired, too cynical, or too emotionally wrecked to even take it. Or worse, you take it, but you're so gun-shy from the morning's battle that you cut the winner at the first sign of profit just to get a small win to soothe your battered ego. FOMO doesn't just make you lose. It exhausts your mind to the point where you are incapable of winning. The true cost isn't the money. It's the burnout, the anxiety, the toll on your health and your relationships. It is the theft of your time and your peace of mind.
If this damage report feels familiar, if you are tired of this battle, tired of ending the day feeling exhausted and defeated, then your transformation starts right now. The 5-step security system that follows is not a quick tip. It is the core of professional trading. It is the reason this channel exists, to help you build that system. If you are truly serious about moving from a reactive gambler to a calm, secure professional, take 1 second right now to click subscribe. See it as your first non-negotiable step, a commitment to building your new foundation. All right, you've made the commitment. Now, let's build the fortress.
You cannot fight a high-tech, organized crew of hijackers with willpower. You cannot try harder to control your emotions. You will lose every single time. You don't fight a professional heist with a baseball bat. You fight it by building a professional, automated, and non-negotiable security system. A system that makes your insiders irrelevant and their weapons useless. This is the 5-step blueprint. Step 1. The master blueprint, your constitution. The hijackers thrive on ambiguity. If your plan is buy good stocks or find pullbacks, you have no defense. You need a master blueprint, a written, ironclad trading constitution. It must be a checklist. It must be binary, yes or no. Example, my A-plus breakout setup. Market context. Is the S&P 500 above its 20-day average? Yes or no? Pattern. Has the stock consolidated for 10-plus days? Yes or no? Volume. Did volume decline during the consolidation? Yes or no? Trigger. Did the price break the high of the consolidation on 200+% average volume? Yes or no? Risk. Is my stop loss 1 ATR unit away, and is my total risk less than 1% of my account? Yes or no? If the answer to any of these is no, it is not a trade. It is not an almost trade. It is noise. It is a false alarm. It is an attempted hijack. This constitution is your primary shield. When you feel the rush of FOMO, you don't fight the feeling. You calmly, mechanically go to your checklist. Does it meet criteria number 2? No. The discussion is over. The hijack is averted. You have just taken the power away from your emotional, hijacked brain and given it back to your rational, prepared self. Step 2. The security log, your FOMO journal. Right now, your brain's dopamine accomplice only gives you a reward for action. You must reprogram it. You must create a new reward system for inaction. Start a new journal, not a trading journal, a discipline journal. At the end of each day, you will not log your P&L. You will log your victories over indiscipline. Entry example. Date, October 22. Ticker, XYZ. Threat, saw it on Twitter. It was up 30%. It was a clear hijacked attempt. Feeling, massive FOMO. Heart rate increased. Action, consulted my master blueprint. Analysis, it failed criteria number 2, no consolidation, and number 5, risk was 15%. Result, no trade. I followed my plan. The security system worked. This is a win. This is a profound psychological shift.
You are now rewarding the behavior of a professional. You are reframing doing nothing as an active and successful defense. When you have a week with 10 of these wins, you will feel a deep, authentic pride that no lucky gamble can ever provide. You are training your dopamine insider to work for you, not against you. Step 3. The automated defenses. Your if-then protocols. Your willpower is your weakest link. In a high-stress moment, it will fail. You must install automated defenses that bypass willpower entirely. These are if-then protocols, a concept from behavioral psychology. The format: if trigger, then I will automated response. You must identify your triggers. If I see a stock on Twitter that is already up 20%, I will not look at the chart. I will add the ticker to a watch list for tomorrow and close the tab. If I feel the physical, anxious rush of FOMO, then I will stand up, walk away from my desk for 5 minutes, and drink a full glass of water. If I take a loss that hits my max daily loss limit, I will immediately close my trading platform and my session is over. No exceptions. These protocols are your defense turrets. They are not a choice. They are an automatic, pre-programmed response. When the alarm trips, you don't decide what to do. You simply execute the protocol. You are putting your discipline on autopilot. Step 4. Securing the perimeter, the digital detox. You would build a fortress and then leave the front gate open. You wouldn't build a fortress and then leave the front gate open wide. You must secure your environment. Clean your charts. Your master blueprint, step 1, dictates your indicators. Remove everything else. A clean, simple chart is a calm, focused mind. Mute the weapons. Go on Twitter. Unfollow 90% of the accounts you follow. Unfollow everyone who posts P&L, uses rocket emojis, or screams buy. Your feed is for information, not hype. Turn off notifications, all of them. Your trading app, your Discord, your email. You decide when to engage with the market. The hijackers do not get to buzz your pocket and demand your attention. Create friction. Log out of your broker after every trade. Make it harder to be impulsive. That 10 seconds it takes to log back in is a powerful cooling off period. Your environment is either a vulnerability or a defense. Make it a fortress. Step 5. The new mission objective. This is the final and most critical component of your security system. As long as your mission objective is make money today, you will always be vulnerable. Why? Because it justifies any action, including breaking your rules to get a profit. You must change the objective. The new mission objective is 100% adherence to the blueprint. A day where you follow your plan perfectly and lose $500 is a mission success. You executed your edge. The system is working. A day where you break your rules, chase a FOMO hijack, and make $1,000 is a mission failure. You have reinforced a catastrophic vulnerability, the hijacker's one. Your P&L is a byproduct of good execution. It is not the goal. The goal is flawless execution of your system. When you adopt this mindset, FOMO loses all its power. That chart getting away from you, it's irrelevant. It's not in your blueprint. Taking that trade would be a failure. Your focus shifts entirely from the outcome, which you can't control, to your process, which you can.
We began this journey as a victim, a trader trapped in a psychological heist, controlled by ancient biology and modern technology. We've dismantled the entire operation. We've met the insiders in our own minds. We've identified the weapons used against us. We've assessed the damage. And we have built a 5-star security system. The goal is not to never feel FOMO again. That is impossible. You are human. The whisper will always return. The goal is to change your response to it. The next time you feel that familiar, anxious rush, that pull, that heat, you will no longer hear a command.
you will hear an alarm. You will hear, ah, a hijack is being attempted. The dopamine insider has been activated. And instead of panic, you will feel calm because you have a system. You will turn to your master blueprint. You will check your security log. Your automated defenses are online. Your perimeter is secure. You will acknowledge the alarm, assess it against your plan, and 99 times out of 100, you will confidently let it pass. This is the transformation from a reactive, emotional gambler to a patient, secure professional. The hijackers will always be out there. The noise will always be loud, but they no longer have power over you. You are not a victim. You are the head of security. Your house is secure.
The first step to disarming this psychological hijack is to bring it into the light. We are a community of professionals, and we are all building our security systems together. In the comments below, share the one weapon or trigger that creates the most FOMO for you. Is it the disinformation engine of Twitter? Is it the dopamine drip from a trading app? Or is it the 24/7 market in crypto? Let's name the enemy so we can defeat it together. Thank you for watching.